Hey everyone, welcome back to On the Fence Movie Reviews. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Rob.
So today we're going to be talking about John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. So John Wick Chapter 3 takes place right after John Wick 2. It leaves off right there. And so John Wick is on the run after he broke the rules of the Continental Hotel. And so now he's excommunicado and there's a $14 million worldwide bounty on his head. So a full world of assassins are after John Wick, and John Wick is on the run. Will he make it? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Rob, what did you see? What did you think of this film?
Well, there's no spoilers, obviously. There's no other way to describe this movie than I absolutely loved it. Okay. From the action, the more in depth we get into the assassin world, the traveling that we do, just the sets.
Okay.
Just and I mean it's in the trailer, so you know they're there. The dogs. Those dogs stole the show for me. So I mean, there's really, I would have to weave my way to find something negative about this movie because this movie is just great.
Cool.
What did you enjoy about this movie?
What I liked about it is really where it takes off. Like it's immediately right after the end of Chapter 2. John Wick is on the run. Well, actually, I should take that back. Yeah, he's trying to find. It's a race against time, which I like.
Yes,
so
that first, they give him that 1 hour.
Yeah, he gives him that 1 hour kind of cushion before the contract goes live, and it's like a race against time. And I like that because that's like the first 15, 20 minutes of Chapter 3 is him trying to find a way to, and you could just constantly see people looking at John Wick. They know it's him.
Yeah.
And they're checking the time. And I think even there's one part where a guy's like, checks his watch and looks at John and he's like, he knows the clock's running out. And him trying to escape that and the pacing of it is so fast and so you can feel the tension of John and you feel that character. And I love that about that part of the film. Mm-hmm. And so once it hits zero and the contract goes live, it's great. Like immediately everybody just starts firing shots at him, throwing knives and all kinds of things at him. And the action is just grabs you from that moment on, doesn't let go. The whole film is pretty much that way for the most part. But also too, the thing I loved about it was they build more on that underworld that is going on. They build. Actually, they give more of John Wick's backstory.
Right. Yes.
They kind of give explain what's his true name and more or less like where he started. Mm-hmm. And so that I liked a lot because you get to see a little bit more of that character. Halle Berry, she was excellent in the film. I loved her character. I loved the dialogue that she had back and forth with Keanu Reeves. I loved the dogs. Yeah, so like Halle Berry, her character, we're introduced to her out in the Middle East. She's taking care of the hotel. I loved her character. I loved what she brought to the film, her action, the stunt work that she does.
Yes.
And when the action picks up on her part, they focus on her for a good several minutes before they even show John Wick again.
Right.
So you get to see her character, and I love that. And I thought, she's really cool. That part was pretty awesome. The guy that they hired, the high table they hired to kind of clean up all the mess that John Wick made. I can't remember his name right now, but he was really great. He added great action, but also he balanced it with some good comedy.
Yes,
and that was the thing I loved about this film.
It was kind of unexpected.
Because the previous two films had moments of comedy, but like this one had more comedy, but like it wasn't so where it takes you out of the film.
Right.
It's properly timed, and it's not too much. It's not like, oh, we're trying to be funny. It was just perfect.
It fits right in there.
Yeah, and then where the film leaves off at the end of this, it's really great. I really enjoyed this film thoroughly. So that brings me to the next question, Rob. What did you not like about this film?
Here's the thing: if I'm trying to find something I did not like, I cannot find anything I did not like about John Wick 3. I mean, no, I can't find anything. I mean, to me, this was almost a perfect movie, and there's nothing that just stands out. I mean, if I had to, like, in the back of my mind, I thought maybe while I'm watching the movie, I thought maybe if someone who's not into John Wick and not into the hand-to-hand combats, because there's a lot of hand-to-hand and a lot of shooting, but there's a lot of hand-to-hand combat, a lot of fighting. If you're not into like an all-out action movie, maybe you might not like. It's very. You know what? I felt like this was like a video game, like almost like a video game. It's like one of those like those video games where you're just like, it's punch, punch, punch.
You know what's funny is, as you say that, was at the near the end where John Wick is fighting the guys and he's going up the stairs.
Yes.
It reminded me of this old NES game, like from like way back when, called, I think it was called Kung Fu. And
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and you're fighting each character, and as you get to the end of that little particular level that you're playing, he goes up the stairs.
Yes.
And that's what it reminded me of. Like, he was fighting these guys, and he just kept climbing these stairs till he finally got to the main guy.
I did get like a video game vibe from that, yeah. But that's not. I mean, I honestly I wouldn't even say
that's what I thought about when I was watching it.
I wouldn't even say that's like a bad thing. I mean, if you're just like I was saying, like if you're not into like an all-out action movie, then maybe you might not like this movie.
Yeah,
but
no, that's understandable.
I thought this movie was great.
And for me, like what you said, I enjoyed it. If you can kind of just turn your brain off, it's not going to be some deep, super deep narrative, and it's meant to win awards. It's mainly, just pure action and fun. And if you can just shut your brain off and go with it, you'll really, really enjoy it. But yeah, if you're looking for some sort of realism there, then it might not be for you.
Hold on. John Wick's not real?
I'm sorry, Rob.
That's not real?
I'm sorry. He's not.
Next thing you're going to tell me, Santa's not real.
Anyway, but I will say, because of the action and the pacing of it, it's so like boom, boom, boom.
It's go.
When it gets to the point of where it almost comes to like a grinding halt, when they come to the point where they start explaining stuff about John Wick's history and who he is. And that's good information, and I enjoyed that too. But the problem was, it kind of, for me, it almost didn't work with the rest of the film, like as far as pacing wise.
Okay, I get that.
So you kind of like, you're sitting there and you're like, okay, let's shoot or stab something, let's get going again. But for me, it was okay for me. But I think for some people, it might take them out of it, or they might feel like, oh, it's dragging. But like I said, that part kind of slows down, and it might not work for people with the pacing of it.
It's understandable.
But overall, I mean, that was probably my one major gripe with the film. But the rest of it, it was a near flawless film. Like what you said, the action, everything is just on point. Yeah. It's great. The comedy work, the action, the color palettes, what they use. And then they did another Buster Keaton silent film tribute. If you catch it in the background there, it all blends really well, and it ties back in a nice little bow. Everything is perfect. So I liked it. So Rob, what is your final review? Are you going to stay on the fence or jump off?
You know what? I would say, if you're on the fence, if you were not on the fence about John Wick 1 and 2 and you liked them, I'm going to say you need to get off the fence and go see this movie, because it is great. As a matter of fact, I'm going to help you get over the fence, and then you can carry me over the fence too, and we go see it together again. And how did you feel about this review, Adrian? I mean, about John Wick 3, Parabellum.
I'm going to say that I'm going to jump off that fence and go watch John Wick.
Maybe me and you.
We can go watch it again.
Watch it again together.
I do want to see it again.
I can help you jump over the fence.
Yeah.
And you can carry me over.
I doubt that I can carry you.
Because I'm so muscular and I weigh a lot.
Yeah, I doubt that I can carry you.
Okay. I believe you could.
Yeah, but anyway.
You've seen John Wick fight bigger guys in this movie. You can throw people around as John Wick does in this movie.
Rob.
So.
I'm sorry,
just train.
John Wick, not real. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
I disagree with you.
Anyway, get off that fence. Go watch that movie at your local theater. enjoy it, have fun. But I will advise, if you did not like the previous one, you might not like this one because they double down on the whole underground stuff and like that world building.
Double down. They go all in.
Yeah. So there's a lot more that they explain and go into with this one. So if that turned you off, then it might turn you off on this one. But hey, if you're all for it, go for it. Watch it. I think it's a great film. Rob thinks it's a great film. Get off that fence. Go watch that film. All right, guys, thanks for watching our video. Be sure to click like, subscribe, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about John Wick. And follow us on social media.
And remember, we'll catch you on the fence.